On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Virtue.
High moral standards in behavior or attitudes.
Examples:
Virtue of frugality. Acquire a virtue. She had many good virtues and few faults.
Detriment.
Something that causes harm, injury, or damage.
Examples:
Detriment of society. Bring great detriment. The new approach resulted in a significant detriment to the local economy.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Greatly.
To an extraordinary extent or degree, very much.
Examples:
Greatly affect the situation. Greatly support that player. They greatly admired our actions.
Motto.
A phrase or slogan that expresses a guiding principle or goal.
Examples:
The motto for safe traffic. Company motto. The company's motto is innovation and service, which is reflected in its products and customer support.
Insomnia.
The condition of being unable to sleep, usually a chronic one.
Examples:
Medication for insomnia. Alcohol-dependent insomnia. He suffered insomnia and loss of appetite after he began taking that medication.
Aim.
To try or plan to get or achieve something.
Examples:
Aim at a specific target. Aim to be a nurse. We aim for an overseas expansion.
Cruise.
A voyage on a large ship for pleasure, driving or traveling at a leisurely pace.
Examples:
The cruise line. Adaptive cruise control. The family took a cruise to the Caribbean for their vacation.
Slightly.
In a small degree or extent, a little.
Examples:
Increase slightly. Slightly alkaline soils. He moved his body slightly to the left.
Functional.
Designed for or capable of a particular activity, purpose, or task, practical or ready for use or service.
Examples:
Field of functional medicine. Functional deafness. The mobile phone was still functional even after being dropped.
Shadow.
A dark area or shape cast by an object blocking the passage of light, an area in darkness or shade, a reflected image or copy of something, a person, activity, or influence that follows or accompanies someone or something closely and persistently, often in a secretive or ominous manner.
Examples:
Shadow cast, shadow puppetry. The tree cast a shadow over the picnic area, providing relief from the sun.
Damn.
To express disapproval of or disappointment in something or someone. To condemn or to curse, a swear word, an expression of anger.
Examples:
Damn the consequences. Damn with faint praise. The company's poor financial performance is likely to damn the CEO's chances of being re-elected to the board.
Inspiration.
Something that motivates or encourages someone to create or achieve something, or a feeling of excitement or creativity.
Examples:
Source of inspiration. Get inspiration from nature. He found inspiration in the works of his favorite authors.
Necessarily.
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples:
Not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with the desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Peter.
To fail or lose power, efficiency, or value gradually before coming to an end.
Examples:
Eventually peter out. Begin to peter out. The music just petered out.
Narrator.
A person who tells a story, especially in a book or film.
Examples:
First-person narrator. The narrator of the TV program. The narrator makes use of the local dialect.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Backstage.
Relating to or situated in the area behind the stage of a theater, concert, or other performance venues. Relating to the private or hidden aspects of something, such as politics, business, or personal life.
Examples:
Backstage access. Backstage crew. The backstage preparations for the concert took hours to complete.
Squeak.
To make a high-pitched, short, sharp noise, to speak or say something in a high-pitched, weak, or timid voice.
Examples:
Squeak out a few words. My squeak. The door squeaked when I opened it.
Commit.
To do something illegal or wrong.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Commit mistakes. The military has committed an abuse of human rights.
Costume.
A set of clothes worn by an actor in a play or film or by a person representing a particular character or occupation.
Examples:
Costume party. Costume change. She wore a beautiful costume for the play.
Opera.
A drama set to music, in which the words are sung rather than spoken.
Examples:
Ballad opera. Opera performance. She loves going to the opera house and hearing the beautiful music.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Projection.
The act of calculating or guessing, or the state of being estimated, any solid shape or object that juts out from something, an image on a screen cast from something.
Examples:
Draw a projection chart. Projection mapping. The weather forecast includes a projection of the high and low temperatures for the next week.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Clip.
A small metal or plastic device used for holding an object or objects together or in place, a short part of electronic media, either an audio clip or video clip.
Examples:
Tie clip. Short video clip. He fastened some sheets of paper with a clip.
Portray.
To depict or describe someone or something in a painting, film, book, or other artistic work.
Examples:
Portray feelings in words. Accurately portray the condition. We often portray political problems as religious issues.
Glorify.
To praise or honor something or someone, often in an exaggerated or overly positive way. To elevate or exalt something or someone to a higher status or position.
Examples:
Glorify God. Glorify violence. Religious leaders often glorify their messengers to encourage people to follow their teachings.
Denigrate.
To speak of or treat someone or something that is perceived as low or inferior in a derogatory or critical manner.
Examples:
Denigrate his reputation. Denigrate a student's intelligence. It's not fair to denigrate a whole group of people based on a stereotype.
Rarely.
Not happening often, infrequently, seldom.
Examples:
Rarely seen. Rarely used. I rarely eat fast food because I prefer healthy options.
Juxtapose.
To place two or more things side by side, often to compare or contrast them or to create an effect of surprise or incongruity.
Examples:
Juxtapose images. Juxtapose two ideas. The artist likes to juxtapose different styles and colors in her paintings.
Artificial.
Not natural and made by human beings, not real, but produced to resemble something.
Examples:
Artificial flowers. Artificial environment. The artificial intelligence system has revolutionized the way we live and work.
Astrology.
The study of the movements and relative positions of celestial bodies interpreted as having an influence on human affairs and the natural world.
Examples:
Astrology chart. Delve into astrology. He was fascinated by ancient astrology and spent hours studying horoscopes.
Tarot.
A deck of cards used for divination or fortune-telling, typically consisting of 78 cards and divided into the major and minor arcana.
Examples:
Tarot reading. Tarot symbols. She consulted a psychic who used tarot cards to tell her future.
Hump.
A rounded lump or bump, especially on an animal's back.
Examples:
Get the hump. Spinal hump. The camel's hump is where it stores fat to survive in the desert.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Desperate.
Feeling or showing a lack of hope and a willingness to do anything because of the problematic situation.
Examples:
Her desperate screams. Desperate attempt. He was desperate when he lost all his money by gambling.
Beeline.
A straight, direct route taken with or as if with the intentions of a bee flying to its hive or a source of nectar or pollen.
Examples:
Take a beeline approach. A beeline to the exit. After finishing his last final exam, he made a beeline for the home to relax.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Destiny.
The events that will inevitably happen to a particular person or thing in the future.
Examples:
Foreordained destiny. Destiny of the individual. It is said that our destiny is written in the stars.
Straw.
Dry stalks of cereal plants used as fodder, fuel, basket, etc.
Examples:
Straw basket. Rice straw. The straw hat protected her face from the sun while she worked in the fields.
Spat.
A minor quarrel or dispute, often one that is short-lived or insignificant, a sudden burst of activity or energy, a young oyster, clam, or other bivalves that has recently attached itself to a surface in its natural habitat.
Examples:
Minor spat. Clean up the spat. The spat between the two neighbors escalated into a heated argument.
Minstrel.
Historically, a medieval poet, musician, or performer who traveled from place to place, often entertaining audiences with music, song, and poetry. A performer or entertainer who performs traditional or folk music, storytelling, or other forms of performance art.
Examples:
Minstrel show. Traveling minstrel. The king often hired a minstrel to entertain him and his court with music and stories.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Cabaret.
A form of entertainment featuring performances of music, song, dance, comedy, or drama in a small, intimate venue, often serving food and drink, a type of nightclub or restaurant that offers such entertainment.
Examples:
Burlesque cabaret. Cabaret singer. The cabaret show was filled with stunning performances and dazzling costumes.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
Embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Excerpt.
To take a short piece of speech, book, film, etc. from a longer whole. Noun, a short extract from a speech, book, film, etc.
Examples:
Excerpt a passage from a book. Excerpt comments from the news release. Here are excerpts from several recent books on quantum computing.
Quotation.
A group of words taken from a text or speech and repeated by someone other than the original author or speaker.
Examples:
Double quotation marks. Take a quotation. He included a quotation from the book in his essay.
Swear.
To make a solemn promise or vow, to use rude or offensive language.
Examples:
Swear an oath. Swear a blue streak. I swear I didn't mean to break your vase.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Par.
A state of being equal to someone or something.
Examples:
Above par performance. Not up to par. Shares in the company finally fell below their par value.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Sensitive.
Able to notice slight changes, signals, or influences, able to feel or perceive others' feelings, susceptible to the things people say or do.
Examples:
Sensitive documents. Baby with sensitive skin. The teacher is very sensitive to children's feelings.
Skeptical.
Doubting that something is accurate or useful.
Examples:
A skeptical attitude. Skeptical scientists. His religious and philosophical beliefs were utterly skeptical.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
An alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Homosexual.
Sexually attracted to people of one's own sex.
Examples:
Homosexual rights. Homosexual marriage. The law was repealed to protect the rights of homosexual citizens.
Offend.
To cause someone to feel upset, angry, or annoyed.
Examples:
Offend his sensibilities. Offend a customer. His rude comments offended many people at the party.
Tomb.
A large stone structure or underground chamber in which the dead are buried.
Examples:
Bury in tomb. The ancient tomb. The tomb of the unknown soldier honored the bravery and sacrifice of those who lost their lives in battle.
Edit.
To prepare written material for publication by correcting, condensing, or otherwise modifying it.
Examples:
Edit a history book. Edit a video. I need to edit this document before submitting it to my boss.
Audacity.
Boldness or daring, especially when it is foolhardy or reckless.
Examples:
Audacity of hope. Act of audacity. His audacity in stealing the painting matched his foolishness in getting caught.
Singe.
To burn something slightly or superficially, usually by mistake.
Examples:
Singe off the hair over the flames. Singe the edges of a fabric. I didn't realize the iron was still hot and singed my dress.
Mortify.
To cause extreme embarrassment, shame, or humiliation, to subdue or discipline one's bodily passions or desires.
Examples:
Mortify his ego. Mortify the body. My parents used to mortify me by telling embarrassing stories about me in front of my friends.
Comfort.
A state of physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint.
Examples:
Words of comfort. Comfort level. He found comfort in the warm embrace of his loved ones.
Bore.
To make someone feel weary or uninterested, often by talking at length about uninteresting or mundane topics. To cause someone to feel bored or unengaged. Noun, a hole or tunnel drilled or dug into the ground, either for exploration or extraction of natural resources.
Examples:
Bore diameter. Bore him with his stories. The lecture on quantum physics bored me to tears.
Louse.
A small, wingless insect that lives on the bodies of mammals and birds, often considered a parasite, a contemptible or despicable person.
Examples:
Pubic louse. Louse egg. The child was sent home from school because of a lice infestation caused by one louse.
Choreograph.
To compose a sequence of dance steps, often to music.
Examples:
Choreograph a stage performance. Exquisitely choreographed. He had choreographed the dance in this play himself.
Arthurian.
Relating to King Arthur and the tales and legends associated with him.
Examples:
The Arthurian cycle. Arthurian romances. The Arthurian legends of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table are popular literary motifs.
Ingrained.
Deeply rooted in someone's mind or behavior, difficult to change due to being established for a long time.
Examples:
Ingrained habit, ingrained prejudice. Her fear of dogs was ingrained after a traumatic experience in childhood.
Ballet.
A type of performance dance that tells a dramatic story or expresses an idea with music, but no talking or singing.
Examples:
A ballet enthusiast, ballet lessons. She is a leading female classical ballet dancer.
Puppet.
A doll or figure that is manipulated by strings, wires, or hands to represent a person or animal, a person who is controlled or manipulated by someone else.
Examples:
Puppet theater, corporate puppet. The politician was merely a puppet for the wealthy elite.
Fashion.
A style that is popular at a particular time or place, the state of being popular.
Examples:
Go out of fashion, new fashion trends. That style is no longer in fashion.
Frank.
Honest and sincere, open and candid in expression.
Examples:
Frank and open discussion. Make a frank apology. Full involvement means frank and prompt responses.
Pretension.
The act of claiming or asserting something, especially without good reason or without evidence, an unfounded or excessive claim or ambition.
Examples:
Pretension to authority, baseless pretension. His pretensions of being a gourmet were quickly exposed when he could not identify basic herbs and spices.
Boring.
Lacking interest or excitement, tedious or dull.
Examples:
Boring work, boring day. The lecture was so boring that many people fell asleep.
Studio.
A room or building where creative or artistic work is produced, a television or radio production company.
Examples:
A photo studio, music studio. She works at a recording studio in Los Angeles.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal, a systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective, a method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement, decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Cute.
Attractive, especially in a childlike or youthful way.
Examples:
Act cute. Super cute dress. The baby's chubby cheeks and big eyes made her look so cute.
Slick.
Smoothly polished and shiny, cleverly and smoothly done, well organized and efficient.
Examples:
A slick operation. Slick design. The politician gave a slick speech, but it was full of empty promises.
Nervous.
Worried and anxious about something, relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Aggressive.
Behaving in an angry, energetic, or threatening way towards another person, tending to spread quickly.
Examples:
An aggressive war. An aggressive tumor. An aggressive tide wrecked the ship.
Ugly.
Unattractive in appearance, unpleasant to look at.
Examples:
An ugly sound. Ugly building. The ugly truth was that he had been lying to her for months.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Fabulous.
Extremely pleasing or good, based on or told of in traditional stories.
Examples:
A fabulous price. A fabulous monster. Thank you for inviting such a fabulous party tonight.
Priority.
Something that is more important than other things and should be dealt with first.
Examples:
Priority call. Priority seating for elderly. Her priority is to be a mother.
Well-being.
The state of being happy and healthy and prosperous.
Examples:
The well-being of a nation. A sense of well-being. We are responsible for the care and well-being of all our employees.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Hell.
The place thought to be where bad people go and are punished after death, often depicted as being located beneath the earth, an extraordinarily unpleasant or difficult place.
Examples:
Run like hell. Hell broke loose. The battlefield became hell on earth.
Rehabilitate.
To restore to good health or physical condition, to help someone return to a normal life, especially after a period of illness, addiction, or imprisonment.
Examples:
Rehabilitate prisoners. Rehabilitate wildlife. The organization works to rehabilitate drug addicts and help them rebuild their lives.
Freak.
An abnormality that is not typical or expected.
Examples:
A rock freak. Freak weather. The freak accident caused the car to flip over and land on its roof.
Flock.
A gathering of sheep, goats, or birds.
Examples:
Flock of sheep. Flock of spectator. When a flock of birds flies in, the hunt begins.
Attribute.
To say or regard that something is the result of a particular thing, noun, a quality or feature that someone or something possesses.
Examples:
Attribute the change to their marriage. Attribute directly to sales. He attributes the disappointing results to the economic downturn.
Rot.
To decay, or cause something to decay, naturally and gradually.
Examples:
Begin to rot. Rot with age. Please refrigerate the meat, or it will rot.
Beat up.
Describing something old, damaged, or worn out from use. Verb, to defeat or overpower in a physical altercation.
Examples:
Beat up car. Beat up furniture. I found a beat up old book at the thrift store for just a few dollars.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things. To narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship. To empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
Relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Segment.
A part or section of something, a distinct group within a larger whole.
Examples:
Segment analysis. Market segment. The report divided the data into segments based on age, gender, and income level.
But.
To strike or push something with the flat end of your hip or buttocks. To hit or knock forcefully. Noun, the remaining end of a smoked cigarette.
Examples:
Butt into several people. Cigarette butt. The goats often butt heads when they are fighting for dominance.
Waffle.
To speak or write, especially at great length, without saying anything important or useful, to be indecisive, or to vacillate between different options or actions. Noun, a crisp, light batter cake typically eaten for breakfast and often served with syrup.
Examples:
Waffle on about random things. Blueberry waffle. When asked about his stance on the new tax policy, the candidate began to waffle significantly.
Churn.
To stir or agitate a liquid, substance, or mixture vigorously to produce foam or because of violent movement, to cause a large number of people to move or leave, to produce something, such as money, through continuous activity or turnover.
Examples:
Churn out manufactured goods. Churn in my stomach. The cream needs to be churned for several minutes before it becomes butter.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart. Mark is different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Curd.
The solid part that is formed when milk is coagulated, used in making cheese, or eaten as a food.
Examples:
Yogurt curd. Lemon curd. The curd in my cheese sauce was lumpy but still tasted good.
Liquid.
A substance, such as water or oil that flows freely and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
Colorless liquid. Hazardous liquid. The sponge takes up the liquid well.
Whip.
To hit a person or an animal severely with a thin, flexible stick with a cord or leather thong at the end, as a punishment, discipline, etc.
Examples:
Whip egg whites. Whip into shape. The jockey whipped the horse hard to take first place.
Skim.
To read something quickly, to get a general idea of its contents. To remove any unwanted or unnecessary material from the surface of a liquid. To glide smoothly or briefly over a surface.
Examples:
Skim off the top. Skim the surface of the water. I like to skim the newspaper headlines in the morning to catch up on the news.
Excuse.
A reason or explanation, either true or invented, given to justify a fault or defend your behavior. Verb, to make someone free from blame or clear from guilt.
Examples:
Excuse for inaction. Perfect excuse. He quickly fabricated an excuse for not attending the meeting.
Delicious.
Exceptionally pleasing to taste or smell.
Examples:
Delicious breeze. Variety of delicious foods. We could grill the meat in a delicious way.